Hello everyone. In this video, I am going to show you how to animate a 2D character in the app Hipaint. So this is a new app I saw in Play Store recently. So first, I'm going to open a screen size canvas in this app, and first, before everything, just fill the background color. There is a separate layer like column for the background. You can just choose the color that you want just by clicking on that, and the color will be applied to the background instantly. And in the first layer, I'm going to draw a basic like a floor. We can call it a road or something like that. Since it is a cartoon style, I'm going to keep things very colorful. So I'm just applying blue color using the I just draw the rectangle and then fill it with the color. And in the same layer, I'm just drawing multiple circles to create cloud shape. So like this, to create cartoon style cloud, I just drawn the circle and then drop the color. Now we can choose green color for the drawing trees. So for drawing trees, I'm going to use the line tool, also ballpoint pen, and this is going to be on another layer behind the first layer where we draw cloud on the floor, and just moving that layer to the top so that I feel like it should come on the top. Then I'm going to add the details for the tree like this. So you don't need to add so much details since this is going to be a 2D illustration, 2D animation. Keeping things simple makes look colorful as well as it's like a kids illustration, kids animation. So you can keep the things very simple but attractive, all also understandable. So now I'm positioning it a little bit to the top and erasing the unwanted lines using the leaf eraser like this. Yeah. So our background is ready. Now just click on this group symbol, new group, and just click on this combine down tool to merge, add all the layers below that into that group. So now I'm going to create another layer which is going to be out of the group. Here I'm going to draw the character. So here where our animation process starts. So I'm just clicking on that background, the background layer and clicking on the background option in the panel, animation panel, and in the new layer I'm going to draw our character, a pear, green color pear, and for that I'm using the ballpoint pen brush and the circle tool. So as always, you don't need to draw or everything by your own hand. Means you can use the tools available to create the shapes, and you can adjust a little bit using the other tools. So here I will show you how. So using the circle tool, I just drawn two circle and attached them with lines, and now it doesn't look much like a pear. So what I'm going to do is using the distort option and just reduce the height little bit. Also, I'm going to change the shape little bit using the liquify tool like this. You can adjust the size, radius, height, everything. You can push, pull, you can do everything in this tool using this tool. So whenever you feel you want to create a perfect shape, but with the basic tool, you can try this. So now I'm going to log the transparent pixels so that I can add the details for this layer instead of creating a separate group of layers because adding so much layers, especially for animation, for a single character leads to more space as well as the app start working slow. So better I just added every details in the single layer just by clicking on the alpha lock, where in terms of Hipaint it is going to be lock transparent pixel option. So now I added the details. I'm going to add the stem at the top like this using the same leaf brush like this. This alpha lock my lock transparent pixel and add the details. Now just create another layer for the eyes using the ballpoint pen brush. Draw the circles like this and fill the colors with the drop down menu. And you can also change the position using the lasso tool, transform tool like this. Now I'm going to draw the mouth. So always draw the mouth a little bit closer to the eye so that it makes the character very cute. So now I merged the eyes layer and the pear shape so that we get the single layer of character. Now duplicate this multiple times so our main character is going to be the same. I just going to add the legs and hands movement in each layer. So in each layer I'll draw these separate legs and hands one by one. So in the first layer I'm going to draw legs like this using the ballpoint pen brush. Also another leg at the backward. If it is a 3D animation, we have to add so much details, shadow, lightning, everything. Since it is a 2D animation, it's going to be easy for us to draw. Now, if you feel if there is any gap, you can fill using the leaf tool. Next, so our first layer is ready. And here, to avoid my changing the size more often and getting confused with the hands and legs positioning, I just draw the leg movements in all the layer and then will come with the hands movement. So here in the second layer I'm adding the legs. So if you feel you don't know how to add the legs movement, then you can find out in Pinterest for animation. You can search the terms like animation spreadsheets or loop vectors, individual vectors, separate vectors, or something like that. You will get the continuous character movement, legs movement, everything in a single image. So that's how you can learn very easily and try out very easily. So now adding legs continuously for every layer. Also have a duplicate copy which you don't know, you don't have to use, but still have for the future purpose. Maybe if you feel you want to change the features and want to create another character, then you can use that uh, uh, you know extra character layer for the future. So I'm adding the legs one by one. Here I'm using 10 layers of movements. So since this animation is just going to last for a few seconds, and you know the process also very simple. So when it comes to creating a logo animation or something very big, it takes a lot of time, lot of hours, as well as it consumes more space. So like this, I'm adding the leg details. I'm going to finish the details almost. Now I'm going to add the hand movements one by one. So I'm starting from the first layer here. So the hands is going to be a little bit smaller in size compared to the legs. So I'm just checking the size which suits and starting the details for the hands. So since the pair has the big hip-like shape, the hands are going to be hidden, especially one hand that is, maybe we can consider that as a left hand. So that hand is going to be hidden sometimes while walking, and this right hand going to be visible always because it is a different view. So it's going to be like moving, the hands are going to move forward and backward. One hand moves forward and another hand move backward. So like that. So here one hand is going to be behind. So I'm drawing like this. You can either avoid that hand and show only one hand. Maybe I made a mistake now. I feel like I should not have drawn that hand because it looks like dimension is not perfect. So like that. So we're drawing next layer. So this is going to be a little bit taking process, but I'm also new to animation and just learning from the Procreate tutorials I saw on YouTube, and it's very time consuming as a beginner. So I'm just speeding up the process here. So we're going to finish the hand movements almost. Okay, now our hands are moving. I feel like there is a mistake in the last few layers. It's like the hand moving in a zigzag manner, the left hand. So I'm changing the position of the hand in one layer like this and using the leaf brush to fill the gap. And now the character looks perfect, but the thing is our character is walking in one position. It have hand movement, leg movement, but it is still in same position. So we have to change the position. For that I'm going to create a new layer above all this, and you're going to use the ballpoint pen brush and line tool to map the position of the character. So I'm just drawing the horizontal line in the top layer. This mapping details is not going to be visible in the final output, so don't worry about that. I'm just counting how many layers we have. We have 10 layers, which means the character going to be in a different position for 10 times. So I'm just making a random positioning I got 9 lines. So I'm just adjusting little bit using the transform tool and adding one more line here. Now I'm going to click on each layer, and using the transform tool I'm going to position the character in each line that I have drawn like this. It's number 2, and this is going to be number 3 layer, so going to place that in number 3 line. So like this we can position that. You can do this process while you're drawing hands legs movement itself, but it's very time consuming to do everything, every process for uh, every single layer separately, so you can better do this method. Now I'm going to hide the mapping layer, and I'm going to check how it works. Here you can see there are three things: look, ping pang, and one shot. So I'm just also reduce the frame size. If the frame size seconds is high, it's going to be speed. So here when I use ping pang option, it's going to move forward and backward, and when I use the one shot, it's going to be walk only one time. So for my thing, I'm going to use the loop like this. And if you want to make it at a high speed, just increase this frame size, frame per second. Otherwise, just reduce it like this. I prefer using 7, 5. If it is 1, it is very slow, so don't use that. So I'm going for 7. 7 looks perfect for this animation. Now just click on the three dots, and in the share option you can see export as GIF. So save that as GIF, and here it is. Many asked about how to share this. I'm not able to share like that. Yes, I'm not able to share as well. If I found the solution, I will share. So thank you for watching. Subscribe to my channel.